Maeve, what's this evening all about?
Well, this is the first of a series of engagements that the party are doing across the country, in fact, around community engagement. And I think it's really important that the party is yet again showing leadership on a number of issues. We have a packed hall tonight. I'm delighted that we have Martin McGuinness with us tonight, and also our Westminster candidate, Gerry O'Hara. So what we'll do tonight with the business community, with the academic world, with the community and voluntary sector, is listen to the queries and concerns and suggest ways forward. So this is about Sinn Féin showing leadership, as we've done in the past and as we will continue to do. The party has taken some criticism in the past while, but as you can see from this hall tonight, it's buzzing. We're up for it, this city's up for it, and we're definitely up for the change and advancing our struggle to our ultimate goals.
Does the city of Derry, in your opinion, indeed our activist base, get the fact that we're in a very pivotal moment, do you think?
Well, I think so, and I think that again the city will step up to the plate. I think the city has shown tremendous courage over many, many years, and particularly in delivering, I think, the City of Culture and the City and Region last year. So great opportunities, and we'll not be behind the door in delivering on them.
Martin, this is the first in a whole series of leadership-led community engagements. How would you characterise the mood tonight?
Well, a fantastic turnout. People very tuned in to the present situation and the need to find solutions, to find a way forward out of the huge difficulties that are imposed upon us as a result of an austerity agenda by a Conservative-led government in London, which has badly damaged our block grant over the course of the last 4 years. And of course the huge challenges posed by an anti-agreement axis within the unionist, loyalist community. So what we need is progressive politics. What we need is pro-agreement politics. And the people who are in this room tonight are obviously progressive people, pro-agreement, and here to learn from the Sinn Féin leadership what our strategy will be in the course of these important negotiations which are ongoing at the moment.
The SDLP were referenced on a number of occasions tonight, their lack of strategic involvement in the budget negotiations, their lack of engagement in defending the peace process. How would you comment on that?
Well, I think that people need to be aware out there that the SDLP at the minute are playing a fairly negative role within the institutions. For a start, they make allegations that have no basis in fact. For example, that we have cut the health service at a time whenever we have given £280 million this year extra to the health service, but also ring-fencing the health service against cuts. And I think that their protestations about the budget are absolutely bogus, and I'll tell you why they're bogus. Because 2 days before the last meeting of the Executive, which put forward the draft budget for consultation, Sinn Féin sought on 4 occasions to meet with the leadership of the SDLP to discuss the budget, and the SDLP failed to respond to any of the 4 requests that were made. So I think that their credibility in terms of budgetary matters is absolutely zero.
And in terms of their lack of ability to engage in defending the peace process?
Well, I think all of us have a responsibility to be involved in progressive pro-agreement politics, and that's why I made the proposal just a few days ago that progressive pro-agreement parties should target constituencies like Fermanagh South Tyrone, North Belfast and Upper Bann, so that we can remove from those positions of MP representation politicians who have lined up effectively behind an anti-agreement axis. What we need is progressive pro-agreement politics, and that requires progressive pro-agreement parties to work very closely together, but it also requires the very active support from both the Irish and the British government in defending the institutions of the Good Friday Agreement. For us in Sinn Féin, these meetings are hugely important, and there's going to be a series of them right throughout the north, because we do believe in Nelson Mandela's advice that the most important constituency that you will deal with is the constituency which you represent. And of course these meetings are open to the public. I was very privileged last Saturday to be part of a huge Sinn Féin meeting in Dublin. Massive turnout from all over Ireland. So we in Sinn Féin are in good heart. We are standing up for the poorest, most disadvantaged impoverished, disabled people within society, and we are very proud to be part of the fight back against austerity, along with many others throughout Western Europe.
Is public Tanaku is Banoku and no one disbrock to not Talatag Dogus Simul in the world in?
Maim grow and disbrock to not go hinte Simul, agus go hinte tagta a shocker gur Dini óga muid agus tá muid géirí fáile má faoine policythe agus faoine strateis atá a churtha bhéim inar taí agus lu martí me géigi sana go bhfuil Sinn Féin an pártí leis an takeíochta smó ar fád na tíre seo agus mar sin de tá sé rítheachta go bhfuil déis ágine céisna chur orthaí ar ceannasaíocht an rialtas agus ar ceannasaíocht an pártí faoine policythe tá chur bhéim ar Aki agus lenar agus le cinsi goal ar gerti Mardini yoga a chosinchaki.
Michael, these are sorts of interesting points that are being put up on social media?
Oh, definitely. We've seen a driving force on the social media within the last few weeks promoting tonight's meeting. It's one of the sort of ideas and proposals behind why Sinn Féin are so relevant. We look at other avenues of getting our message out. We even saw during the talks and the question and answers going out tonight, people tweeting on Facebook from their phone. It's about reaching out to young people, it's about reaching out to the public, and we'll do so in any avenue which is possible.
How important is it that people engage and become active in politics?
I think it's very important because it affects every aspect of life. Though you have the sort of cool thing that people will turn around and, especially young people, turn around and say that politics doesn't affect me. Then you look at the likes of health service, education, especially the brain drain in Derry that's been going on for the last number of years with McGee, and Sinn Féin seems to be the only party that is fighting full expansion of McGee. And then you see the health service, the welfare cuts, especially where young people, especially young families who can't access the benefits and house, especially social housing, which you've witnessed of thousands of people in Derry, and you have young families that can't access housing, or especially young single mothers are stuck in shelters and stuff like that. So I think that, especially viewing what's going on in Scotland, you've seen the mature debate and the lowering of the age to 16, which had a massive effect on the vote. So I think that just young people need to, and especially events like this, and touching on the schools and youth clubs and stuff like that, where Sinn Féin need to get on there and make politics relevant to young people.
Garage Villa and Keston Oxford and take on Ella Westminster. I may say Talatag in the world here.
Siúnta sé an táhachtach sílim go bhfuil an stage political hall airthaí go bunasach agus nar ancan tú na háirithe atá an Alban nar ancan tú na bagairtí atá teacht ó UKIP dus na Kennedy agus nar ancan tú an role of ESG and SNP bei sé seo bei an cineal bei an talú difriúil in iad an taithe seo.
You could tell by a lot of the questions indeed tonight that people were very focused on cuts.
Well, I think there's a lot of confusion because while there's been swinging cuts over a 4-year period, which are coming directly from Westminster into the block grant that comes into the north, that has done the damage and has contributed to the decline of services and budgetary facilities. And then on top of that, everybody blames it on welfare reform. And I think that quite a lot of the questions tonight were directed at Martin so that he could explain the difference between Tory cuts to the block grant and the imposition of welfare reform and the further damage that would do. So I think we got a good explanation of just what's behind all of that. This wasn't a Republican audience. This was a wide-ranging audience, and as far as I could see, came from across a lot of sectors, a lot of job descriptions, and across almost every sector of the community. So a very widespread group of people asking a very diverse range of questions and getting the opportunity to question and hold to account the politicians who they elect. So it's part of a Sinn Féin initiative. It's a way we do business. It's about democracy. I was pleased with the meeting tonight.